Everyone, my name is Brijae Harper. I'm a Spelman alumna, class of 2020, where I study economics, and today I'll be taking over Spelman's Instagram story, giving you guys a day in the life as a consultant. So I'm a consulting analyst at Scott Madden Incorporated, based here in Atlanta, Georgia, where we specialize in energy and corporate and shared services. My role heavily involves providing research, benchmarking, and analysis support for different projects, and I'm also an onboarding ambassador for a new hire, where my main responsibilities is to make sure she has a smooth transition into her new position, as well as being the main point of contact for her. So we're going to meet her later on in the day. So today is first Friday at the firm, where employees will come to the office on the first Friday of every month to socialize and hear presentations on internal and external topics. So it's really a great opportunity to catch up with your fellow colleagues, especially in this hybrid work environment that we're all getting adjusted to. So since we're still in this pandemic, we have a hybrid work environment, which means I spend most of my time working from home. So it's really important for me to have a dedicated workspace to be productive and make sure I get all my work done. So let me show y'all what working from home looks like for me. All right, so I'm about to head out to work, but as I'm on the way, feel free to ask me any and all questions you might have about me, my job, my Spelman experience, what I do outside of work, anything you could think of, and I'll try to answer those questions as the day goes on. So my favorite thing about attending Spelman was the people that I met. So Spelman in general and the AUC is a culmination of excellence, and with that comes with different people from different backgrounds. So I really appreciated getting to know everyone from different walks of life and just sharing experience. So I'm not far removed from graduation. I've only been in this adulthood life for about 2 years, so I'm fairly new. But I would say it's not as bad as people make it seem. As long as you stay on top of your responsibilities and making sure that you take care of everything you need to do, you should be fine. I think the hardest part about transitioning from college to career is that you have to just realize they're two completely different environments. So in college, obviously you have classes and different breaks, but in your career, you work all days, Monday through Friday. So it's definitely different, but you just have to learn how to manage your time effectively. I had 3 major internships during undergrad. So the first one, I interned for a consulting company as a social media and marketing intern. The second one, I interned for Honda as an export sales intern. And then the last one, I interned for Intercontinental Hotels Group as a campaign management and planning intern. So I'm really glad that you asked this question. So for our entry-level analyst positions as well as our internship positions, you don't have to have any particular major to apply. As long as your work experiences show the skills that are necessary to complete the job, then you're perfectly fine. So I really love how in consulting in general, it's never the same. You're always staffed on different projects, so you have a lot of variety in the project work that you do. And so as far as Scott Madden, I love that it's a small firm compared to other larger consulting firms, and it's really easy to make meaningful connections compared to those larger firms.
Okay, the word I would choose for being here would be connections. I have really made good connections with people that work here, and I think that's part of why I'm still here. It's the connections you build with not just your coworkers, some clients as well. In times where I was leaving a project and got a thank you card from a client just for the work that we've done. And so just being able to connect with people in that way has been one of the best things that I've experienced working here.
I think the word that I would choose is people. At Scott Madden, one of the big selling points for me and the thing that keeps me around is I like the environment that it creates, and I like the people that I work with. Sometimes projects can be challenging. Sometimes we get to work on things we're excited about. Sometimes we get projects that maybe not, but the fun teams, the fun people that I get to collaborate with, that's what makes Scott Madden for me.
How would I sum up my Scott Madden experience? I would do it in 2 words, and I would call those 2 words continuous learning. And the reason I say that is because what we do as consultants, we work with different clients, different projects. All the time we get the opportunity to examine and assess a lot of different companies and figure out a lot of different problems and we see a lot of different things under the sun. So every project we do, we're learning new things, and we get to consult on those things as we learn at the same time. So that's what I like about the experience, and it's been very good so far.
All right, so we're here now with Sade John, my ambassadoree, and she's been at the firm for about 3 weeks now. So now we're gonna ask her what word she would describe Scott Madden.
So the word that I would use to describe Scott Madden is welcoming. Since I've transitioned throughout my experience here, everyone has been open and extremely friendly with helping me through that transition.
Point, another D&I team, right? You get the feeling they're busy. Three separate announcements. If you want to be busy with a group, I think this is the outfit. So, Women at Scott Madden is planning a speed networking event Friday, March.
So you might be wondering, what exactly is a consultant and what do consultants do? So to give you an easy answer, consultants provide innovative solutions for client needs. So since we specialize in energy and corporate insurance services, most of our clients are energy companies and utilities, and they come to us to use our expertise in energy to solve some of their complex issues. So as I mentioned earlier, a lot of my work revolves around providing research, benchmarking, and analysis support for different projects. So on the next story, I'm going to show you guys an example of some of the project work that I've done thus far. So this is definitely something I had to learn on my own. So before the pandemic, Scott Madden consultants would have to travel 3 days out of the week, but now there's little to no travel. So sometimes I'm expected to work after hours, but for the most part, it's manageable and I'm able to enjoy my life outside of work. I really hope that you guys are enjoying this takeover so far, and I also hope that you realize how great of a career consulting could be, and that can actually begin this summer as a summer intern for us. So we have a few different internship positions available, and I would highly encourage anyone interested to apply. During the program, you'll expand your skills and knowledge around general management consulting, and all the skills that you gain will set you up for success for a consulting career, or even if you don't even go into consulting. So if you're looking for a fun and engaging internship and you want to stay in the local Atlanta area, I would definitely suggest to apply as soon as possible. So the next slide, I'm going to show you guys some more details about the internship position. So in addition to our internship position, we're also hiring for our analyst and associate positions. So if you're interested in either of those, definitely make sure to message me on my personal Instagram, and I'll make sure to make that connection for you. It wasn't that challenging for me to get into Spelman because in high school I was academically successful and I was also involved on campus. So as long as you are a well-rounded candidate, then you have a higher chance of getting into Spelman. So believe it or not, I was a cheerleader in high school, but I was also involved in Black Student Union and did some volunteer work at my local senior citizen home, and I graduated with a 3.8 GPA in high school. All right, so I'm finally leaving the office for the day. I have never stayed this late at the office on a Friday. It's like almost 4 o'clock right now. So I just plan on heading home. I don't have any after work plans for today, but so before I sign off for the day, I definitely wanted to let y'all know about my YouTube channel. So I just created this channel a few months ago and I share affordable fashion tips. So if you're interested in any of that, definitely make sure to click the link on the screen, check out my channel and some of my videos. So this is the end of the takeover. Thank you so much for everyone who tuned in and stayed to the end. I really hope you got some insight on my life as a consultant as well as Scott Madden. And if you have any other questions you want to ask me, feel free to ask them on my personal Instagram. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday.